Welcome back to another video of Path of Exile 2, continuing on with our guide on how to play the game and also get all the permanent buffs. So far it's going pretty well. We haven't died once yet. So yeah, entering the first zone. By the way, this is just a cosmetic of this deer just following us the whole time. Not attacking, it's not doing anything. Single target feels a little bit like a joke. But it's okay. So in this zone we can get a skill, I think it's called, no, it's a jeweler's orb. And this will make it that our abilities can go to 3 support skills or support gems. I just want to show you guys over here. So you see those 2 circles that we have in here? We can make it 3. So these are supports into an ability. We can make it 1 more in this area. This boss is also not mandatory. You can just skip it. Literally does nothing. When I started the game for the first time, I was like, dude, this boss gives like really good experience because of all these ads spawning. But that's not the case. Hey, there's our first death. You know, out of all the bosses in this game, this is not the place I thought I would die. Honestly. This boss is useless, literally. It does nothing. I think I killed a lot of ads for the first time. And there was just so much damage. That I didn't dodge. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's what it was. He exploded the bodies on the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. So that's unfortunate. All right. We'll take that for the monies. We have a support 9.
Pierce through enemies. Bolts, flash grenade.
Requires level 31. I need something to blame, dude. Is this cosmetics we're using now? Potentially, right? Okay, so we found the bridge. Okay, so on this bridge, in this area, this is the final area, when you start seeing trees, this is where you want to be. You want to like clear out this whole area. There's two things we got to look for. There's like a little area with a checkpoint. Let's see, maybe it's this. It has two rares. Yeah, it's this area. It has two rares. You have to kill both. But you can't open this basket. And this basket 100% will have a Jeweler's Orb in it. Well, these bugs are very much welcome. They actually heal pretty nice. That's one rare down. You have to kill both. You can't skip them. And get ready, girl. And there we go. So once that's done, you can actually open up this this basket, and you will 100% get a lesser Jeweler's Orb from that. Let's have a look what we got here. Movement speed 15%. So we'll definitely equip this, but it requires 57 int, which I don't think we'll ever get. So, Lesser Jeweler Orb. We're going to use this, and you're going to go to your main ability and just use it there. And it's just way better to put it on your main ability. It might also be good on Herald of Thunder. Yeah, so just checked. We're going to take this. Ammo Conservation. We're going to put this on our main skill. Loading shards. And we'll just put that in. So armor conservation. Supported crossbow skills have 25% chance to not consume a bolt. That's pretty good. That means more uptime with our attacks. Okay, now we just look for the exit. So pretty much just run around, look for the other checkpoint. And then we're done. I also leveled up.
Sensed it too, did you? The spirit is near.
Okay. Hey, there we go. Found the checkpoint. Okay, now we're technically in the city. Well, we are now in the city of Act 3. In our encampment. Once it loads.
Oh, be sure to
Don't have to talk to everyone, but I'm just gonna do it.
smell the fear on him. How unbecoming.
You're the one, not all.
Let's see. Buy or sell.
It's a deal.
I don't know, I like these boots. I don't think we'll ever get what we need for that. Did I sell the necklace with a boatload of int?
She has wisdom to share.
I hope I didn't. Yeah, I would have put it here. For sure. Yeah, I think we did sell it. No, it's we have it on. This thing has 30 plus 30 int, so we should be close to 57. Let's just have a look here. Int. We have 46. We need 57. Okay, it's still a while to go though.
Aye.
Everything is red because we're under-leveled at the moment. Plus 15 decks. Movement speed 15%.
About time that one sold.
We'll just keep that for now. Let's just keep that as well. Okay, so we're gonna go to Jungle Ruins. This place there's quite a lot to do, but only mandatory stuff. There's only 3 things. Yeah. So it's mandatory for us to find the boss.
In my sight.
Because we get +2. Wow. The spirit didn't move at all.
Almost there. Don't give up now.
There we go. Cuirass, we got a chest piece we can check out. Armor, increased armor, chaos resist 9. That's a lot of armor though. This one gives 31 spirit. We're gonna get our next batch of spirit soon, which is gonna be great. It's just support skill gems is just like non-existing at the moment at this level. Crossbow tier 2. DPS 22 to 72. Ooh, dude. Adds physical, lightning damage, strength, and dex. Oh my goodness, dude. And we can add lightning damage to it. Or even strength. Adds lightning damage. Oof, 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 oof. This is an upgrade, bro. The damage seems pretty good now. Okay, so we're looking for the waypoint to the zone. On the logbook. Normally something is close to it. By the way, the boss in the zone, yeah, it can one-shot you literally anytime. Like, all abilities can one-shot you on this boss.
In my sight.
Ooh, an Exalt. Since we got this Exalt, I'm actually going to use it on the weapon. Okay, so that's a Chaos. We use an Exalt on our weapon. And what do we get? 2 life per hit. That's not bad. It's not great. AoE is really good.
An easy trophy.
I think we're close to the boss. Here's the boss. So this boss will do like that frontal that it just did there. Literally the whole time. And it can one-shot you. They made this boss a lot easier because the roll's like doing no damage now.
Not ready.
And you can cheese him a little bit by behind the corners. There is a way better place to fight him. And it's between trees. So pretty much just make sure that you don't get hit by the frontal. It does way too much damage. I think that rolled the damage to me now. Yeah, it did damage, but not crazy amount. There we go. If you kill the boss, you get a +2.
Shame to kill such a creature, but you left me with little choice.
I honestly don't think that is... I don't think this +9 or this uncut skill 9 is like a drop you'll for sure get on the boss. I don't think that is.
On hit.
Okay, so we go here. Then here. Get some decks. And then here. 12% increased elemental damage with attacks.
Meet your end.
Okay, then Baria. You can see, like, under it, like, let me just read it to you. Jin Baria, then it says area level 34, number of trials 1. And you can see completing this Ascendance trial will not grant Ascendancy skill points. So whenever you see that, it's really not worth doing it. Because late game you will start farming them for, like, exclusive stuff. Like, what's it called? Timeless jewels or something like that. Simulacrums. So yeah, later it's more important than early. So there's 2 things left to do in this area now since we found the boss. There's a lot more to do in this area if you want. You can get a free belt as well. So this is the next area to go to. We still need to finish the zone. To finish the zone we have to find... we have to find the waypoint to the zone. And then right next to it there will be an exit. And that zone we need to just get a potion. That potion, here we go. The potion will be a permanent buff. So just find the waypoint. Next to the waypoint there's a place called the Venom Crypts. And we'll just enter there. Just make sure you grab the checkpoint at the entrance, because we have to use that once we are done.
Bones that writhe in the dark. I should keep my weapon at the ready.
This permanent buff, you can choose what you want. Do you want +5 all attributes? Do you want... you can only choose once though, so just make sure what you take is what you need. You can take Chaos Resistance or Stun Threshold. You can do this on Cruel as well, but like I said, we're not going to cover the Cruel acts. This is just going to be... this is just going to be every act that comes out. So the next update to this act will be only once Act 4 comes out. There's a checkpoint. Is it here? Wow, we found it really fast. So looking for a corpse. Underneath the corpse there's venom. So out of that venom we're going to just make a vial. And you can choose what that vial has to be. I normally just take +5 all attributes. But if Chaos Resist is more fancy or Stun Threshold, you can do that. Okay, so now we'll go to the Infested Barrens.
Best give the hives a wide berth.
Inside here there's 2 things to do. 3. Yeah. So there's 2 different exits that we have to find.
Quick and lethal.
I think we need that. There's a... what? Bro, staffs. Here's the waypoint. So waypoint is one of the things we have to find. So just make sure you grab that waypoint.
I should talk to Alva.
And just stick to the right. I always figured that sticking to the right is just the best way to run here. Now we're looking for bog area. And that's going to give us another 30 spirit. And if you guys recall in part 1, I said that in the most spirit you can have without any gear, if you do all the stuff, is 100. So you can have up to 100 spirit. And in Act 3 Cruel, but once the game comes out, obviously it should be in Act 6 then. You'll have the option to do you'll have the option to do a quest or an area that will give you 100. So this is the final pretty much increment increase we have until Act 6, or in this case still Act 3 Cruel. So we're gonna have 60 in total after we kill this boss. Bro, I never knew that's a thing now.
Treat their
The staff can have sockets in them. Whoa. That AoE felt super nice.
no mercy.
We did level up again. More elemental damage. I don't know why it feels so laggy, so jittery. Wait, we gotta support too. A support level 2, that's huge. Right now in this area, we're just looking for the boss. It just looks like a regular boss room. If you want to prepare for the boss, it's a extreme fire boss. So if you want to put like a charm on or something, you can do that. Here's the boss. Broomstick, riding on the broomstick. He's not gonna hit by the broomstick. It does a lot of damage. I can hit her off the broom here. Or maybe she just had to take a certain amount of damage. Okay, now the fire starts. This thing right here, just get right behind her. You can also go sideways though.
I need more time.
Oh yeah, there's the boss done. The guillotine drops. Okay. You can see we have 2 green items here.
Stay light, stay alive.
Evasion, cold resist, lightning resist. Ooh, physical damage to attacks, lightning damage to attacks. But ours has critical bonus as well. Huh. Requires 53 int again. So the 2 items I really want is blocked by int. That really sucks.
Fragmentation. Bolt. Flash grenade.
We have to use that also. Okay, so grab the spear, grab the skull. If you use the skull, you'll get 30 permanent increased spirit. And you want to just use that on your main ability. For now, we're underleveled. Maybe we shouldn't back yet. Grab the waypoint, or the checkpoint here, to the previous zone. And just go back. So I'm gonna wait until we get to a waypoint area from here on out. Which obviously, if you just stick to one direction, like I'm sticking to the right of the place, I will eventually just find the exit to the next zone, because that's literally the last thing to do here.
I shall overcome.
Another level bites the dust. So here's the checkpoint, but it's not the exit yet. Normally there's a rare, pretty much always here.
Too weak, too slow.
Whoa, another jeweler's orb. You gotta be joking, dude. Okay, these boots are pretty bad. Even oh, dude. They made it that even scepters can now have sockets in them. 30 critical hit chance. Oh, I can put it on. Nothing died. So you can wear it. So this is just like a weird dead end with an animal stuck in a tree. But don't worry about that. Nothing to see here. Okay, we're gonna continue down this path. Well. Okay. Penetrates 15%. Sure.
Good timing. The spirit is near.
I'm not here for the spirit, dude. It's maybe going to the one that's in the tree. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, so we found the next exit here. And this will have a waypoint right in front of us. So grab this waypoint and just back.
Wants to kill me.
Any day now, buddy.
We've been evil and
So after you talk to her, she's gonna be like, what potion do you want? Because we're handing in the venom we picked up. Grants you stun threshold by 25%. Grants increased elemental ailment threshold by 30%. Or 25% mana regen. Okay, so the 5% stats that I was talking about is in Act 3 Cruel. That should be Act 6 once it gets released. So you can just choose out of these. Maybe stun threshold. I don't know how important mana regen is on this character. I actually have no idea. We have 0 mana issues right now, so I think it will never be an issue. So out of this, then I'm gonna just take stun threshold. These are all 3 as defense. Well, elemental ailment threshold. I'm gonna just take that. Okay, so just checked out my guide and they said that stun threshold is the way to go. Get an artificious orb from it, and then you can choose one of these charms. So we have immune to freeze, but you can always just check if it was the one you got now is better, which is a lot better than the one we have. So we're gonna just take that.
Light on the land.
Bye-bye.
Use that, get a permanent buff. We got another Lesser Jeweler's Orb, and we're gonna just put this on our flash grenade. No, it has to be Herald. Yeah, it has to be Herald of Thunder in this case.
Nature's fury.
And then we have a support 2. Uncut support 2. We're looking for execute. Execute is a 1. You can see it there. So you don't want to use a 2 on a 1 for sure. So execute is one that we want. Long shot. Long shot is a 2. There we go. So we'll take that. Does more damage from enemies further away. So put that in our thunder. And then we can just head back after you're ready with your inventory. Just clear out your inventory. We're gonna keep this.
Miraga. I like it. See you.
I don't know how we're gonna reach that int. Our necklace gives us 30 int, and it's not good enough. Okay, this zone there's 3 things to do, but mandatory is only 2. There's an alternative boss here that literally does nothing other than a frontal, which is...
I shall overcome.
If you just stay on his back, then yeah, you'll take no damage. So again, just go to one direction and just keep running. Find all the dead ends, you know what I'm saying? Crimson Amulet. Gives life regen. An easy trophy. So yeah, these are like plants that will explode that does chaos damage over time. Like a poison cloud, but it's not poison, it's chaos. So just keep your eye out for that. Also there's zombies here. Like these zombies, they can also explode and have a poison cloud. It's not explosion damage though. It's just like a cloud just erupts pretty much, like it farted or something. The chaos damage you receive from this is not like insane. Okay, we found the boss. The boss does a stomp there. So just keep your eye on these pillars. The first two he lands on, you should always just... this ability does insane damage if you're too close. You want to destroy the pillar he's standing on. He will get stunned for a long time. So just do as much damage as you can then. Yeah, it was a glitch. Okay. So... I actually thought it was a glitch. Okay. So the third one is gonna like trick you and try and like... He's gonna try and like... He's not doing that. So like he jumps on the thing when as soon as you attack it he starts flying. Like that. And this boss will give us our second ascendancy trial, which we'll do very, very soon. This boss is lightning resistant. Nice. So give us another support 9. And a Viper Cap. Let's check that out. Fire resist. Nope. So this is the second ascendancy. And again, it's green. That means that even if you fail it, it doesn't really matter. You could just try again. The key doesn't get destroyed once you enter it. It actually stays until you complete it. So if you do fail, you could just keep on trying infinitely. And that's what we're looking for now, is the entrance to that. And then you have two options, in my opinion. Number one is to just do it now. Get that over with. It's very difficult. If you're under geared, it's extremely difficult. But I think we're strong enough at this moment, thanks to the weapon. Another level bites the dust. Okay, more element attacks. Now we're just gonna go down. Give us lightning pen.
This is what happens when I'm not around to save the day.
Check out these headpieces. Plus 20 dex. I think the one we're wearing is still better. Okay, got another exalt. So you can either keep these exalts and divine orbs and all these currencies you're getting. You can actually keep them to buy stuff later if you want. For me right now, I know I'm gonna just play this character until we're done with Act 3. So this is like the last part for the character. I mean, if this series does very well, I might continue on with this this character then on a different series. Here's the entrance we're looking for. The Chaos Temple. We're gonna just run in here and grab the teleport point. Waypoint. That's our second ascendancy area. And then we're gonna TP to where the boss was. And then we're gonna enter Jakunai. What the heck? Grab the waypoint, and from here you can decide. Do I want to do the second ascendancy? Yes or no? The answer is yes, go do it. If you think you're not strong enough, yeah, then this part is gonna suck also, but it is what it is. So you can see on the right side, we need that thingy. It's a small soul core. And we're gonna fight in the zone one of the, if not the strongest boss in the game.
Oh, goodness. As I expected. No stone up there.
In my opinion. Can we use that one now? This one? Nah, dude. Need level... What? Oh. Need level 36. 2 more levels, wow. Okay, so we need 2 soul cores in this area. That's for the exit, and then for a boss that will give us a permanent fire resistance. Like I said, this is one of the, if not the hardest boss in the game. It literally has absurd amounts of damage. And it's very, very hard to dodge because he's pretty fast.
Prepare yourself.
We got a silk robe, topaz charm. Here's one of the soul cores. So there's actually 3 soul cores in the zone, and this is one of them to enter here. It's useless. You literally get 100 gold and like... I mean, the chest is more valuable now, so it might actually not be that bad. But it used to be a terrible trade. Compared to like how much you have to run around to look for a soul core in the first place. Especially if 2 out of 3 of them is also mandatory.
Fancy seeing you here. It moves.
Good. It's moving the wrong way. Love it. Okay. So that means the boss has to be here, where we are right now. And also hopefully a soul core, because we only found one. There we go. The boss is normally in the top left or the top right. So since we're close to the top left, I'm gonna just run up. So here it is. This is an extremely difficult boss. When it starts, be behind him. It does that fire damage and it hurts. Look how much damage it did to me already. All of it was instant hits. Fire. That's a single slam. There's a triple slam, this one. By the way, it does a line after that, and that line one-shots you. So you have to be, like, close to him. It's the best way to fight him. You don't want to be too close for him to auto-attack you. So now you put fire on his weapon, he's going to do this, and then he's going to do a turn ability after. This is the triple hit that will one-shot you. Okay, fire ability again. Got another exalt. Another headpiece. And we have a support 3. Sorry, a skill 10, which is insane. I'm gonna just use this. I mean, we're gonna use this weapon for a long time. What do we get there? I think our lightning damage became more. My goodness, dude. Chest piece, fire resist, cold resist, lightning resist. Yeah, we somehow just have to get the int.
Shocking.
Grab the soul core, or the flame core. This is the 10% increased permanent fire resist. So grab that. And then we have that another permanent buff. Nice. Lightning penetration. All we gotta do right now is run to the middle, just follow the red. Dead end. This is on the other side.
Spirit guide us. Let's get a move on the revs.
And here we go. Exit of the zone.
Prepare yourself.
Into the next area of doom. Okay, we will finish this area. And then we'll go do our second ascendancy. And see, when raised specters became a thing in this game, these are the enemies that I was like, I want them. These melee enemies. Grab them as a raised specter. And they just, like, literally did nothing. They cost way too much spirit to cost. And their damage was literally nothing. Like, when you fight against them, their damage is quite insane. Okay, so in this area, there is 5 things to do. Well, technically 4. So we have to find 2 soul cores, but large ones, and then we have to place them into their respective place. Oh, it's medium, not large, sorry.
Got no pack space for
Well, that's not cool.
that. This soul core is larger. I wonder what it's for.
So pretty much in this zone, just keep your eye on the minimap in the top right. Because once there's a green exclamation point, you know you're on the right track.
Powering up an ancient generator. What could go wrong? I don't trust this thing.
Okay, so that's 1 done. 2 out of 4. We just have to find the second soul core now. There's also an area here that you can Vol Orb something if you want. Just remember, when you do Vol Orb something, then it's permanent. As you're corrupting the item, there is no going back afterwards. What you roll is what you get. I had more bad experiences with Vol Orbing stuff than good, so I tend to just stay away from it. Which I highly recommend as well. The only time when Vol Orb is worth it, in my opinion, is when 2 items is so similar that it looks like a mirror. You get 2 really good rolls on 2 different items. Well, you have a chance to Vol Orb one and see, hey, is this thing better? If it's a lot worse, you just don't Vol Orb the other one. If it's way better than the other one, then you can just Vol Orb both. And potentially sell the other. That's normally the only time that I found Vol Orbing useful.
Not yet. Barely broke a sweat.
I don't know where the last one is. Just have to keep running until we get lucky, I guess. Okay, I heard it. There we go. It makes like a cha-ching noise if you get close to one.
Need more time. In my sight.
Okay, now we run back here.
Not ready.
Put it in the generator. And then we can just back. Do not take a break from here, by the way, because if you leave the area, it's gonna corrupt your progress and you'll have to find those orbs again. So I normally TP out of here, clear inventory, and then go back. And the reason being is because it saves you a big ass trip. But because of the loading time on this game, it might just be better to just run back to the middle.
What do you need? My tribe could use that.
Gold res, not bad.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I'll take it. It's a lot better. Not as good as the int items we got.
What do you... Sadir, be wary.
Here we go.
Shocking.
Shocking indeed. More lightning damage. Look at that. 2 to 40 lightning damage. 2 to 67 lightning damage. Bro, this thing has absurd amounts of lightning damage.
Fragmentation round. Fragmentation round.
Ooh.
On hit, galvanic shards create
Stone blast bolts.
effective at shocking enemies. Shocked enemies
No.
take more damage.
So now we can do this one as well. No? Why not? Oh. We need more decks. Refund passives. So refund to decks. Now we should be able to. There we go. Herald of Thunder level 10. And we can take this one. Chance to shock. Okay, now we just go over here. And we teleport back to that area. Jaquani Sanctum. And now we just wait here in the middle until both of the things arrive here.
I must call upon Alva.
And then we'll get the large soul core by killing the boss. See, it takes so long, but you would have had to run that long back here. Where I just rather spend the time in town and get it over with. This boss, just don't be in front. There's also going to be a triangle ability that it will do. This triangle ability can be avoided if you stand on the tips of the triangle. Well, not on the tips, but like behind the tips. So there's the triangle. So like right there. pretty much the boss.
Now the core is mine.
Cool, after that's done, well, we don't really have to TP back. We could just use this. Go to above ground. We could just do the next zone as well before our second ascendancy. There's no boss to fight here. It's literally just go run in deep and pull a lever. So we TP to this zone. Infested Barrens. We put in the Soul Core. And then we just go to where the water gets drained. So then we go to the waterways. And over here, I would just highly recommend looking at your feet the whole time. There's ranged enemies here that will keep on killing the dead or exploding the dead.
Easy if the Azak value their lives. Steer clear of me.
You know, it's a witch ability. And all we have to do is look for these levers and just run where the water gets drained.
As long as they're contraptions.
So, I don't know why this is happening, but even my friend that has a 4090 graphic card has stutters here, so I don't think it's on our side, it's the game. And it's been like that since release. Just keep on like finding levers, pulling it down. Run where the water drains. It drained on both sides. So if that happens, just trust your gut and take one direction. Normally they will lead like to the same place. There, detonate dead. Look at that damage. Like half HP with one hit. So I just ran in a circle, right? Yeah, I just ran in a circle. Yeah. So the exit is up here somewhere. Maybe it's that one there. It's not that one, so it's deeper down. Okay, and dying in this zone really sucks. The main reason being is because there's like literally 0 checkpoints. And if you don't know, all enemies will respawn if you die. I feel like that was just an unlucky area for us to find a rare. This is the thing that detonates dead. The only good thing about it is you don't have to pull the levers. Yeah, this zone almost have no checkpoints, by the way. It's very annoying. I think there's like 2. Other than the one that starts, so there's 3 in total. Got 2 shot there. Also, it felt like I died mid-roll, by the way. It's like I used my roll button and the mage was like Uno reverse. And I just took the damage anyway. Okay. Okay, there's water there. There's no water here.
Prepare yourself. Quick and
Alright, lower that water. Keep running. And that was the last lever. You see the whole way so far we had no checkpoint. And as you saw, the detonate did can two-shot you, so pretty hard zone. Lower the water. So know now where the water is that we need to be lowered. Found the lever here. When you level, spend them points. Lightning damage, 10% increase. Okay, now we should be home free. No more levers. Yeah.
Nowhere to run.
Okay, pull this big thing. For some reason your map always opens.
Done.
Maybe it does show you that the water is lowering or something. But yeah, it changes the water in your main city. In the city we're going to now. But we're not going to do this. We're going to do our ascendancy for 2 extra points. Not that it's needed right now, but it's definitely going to help. Okay, so we want to, on the right side, just go to Temple of Chaos. On the right side of your screen. I feel like this is a great place to do our ascendancy. Insert your token.
A descendant of the Magi, you are always welcome.
So the Temple of Chaos don't work like nearly close to the Trial of Secamas. The Trial of Secamas is an honor-based trial. That every time you get hit, you lose honor. If your honor reaches 0, then you're dead. With this one, there's challenges. So you incrementally increase the enemy or put debuffs on yourself in order to finish the challenge. So just read what they all do. Obviously, there's ratings for it. There's Pyramid Beams that does corrupted blood damage. This is most probably the most deadliest one of them all that I've tried so far. So I would just recommend not touching this at all. I don't know if it was a glitch or something, but it killed my hardcore character within 2 seconds. And I used the potion, and it just didn't do anything. So in each encounter, do you want to make your enemies 50% stronger, or do you want to give them 20% increased chaos damage per auto attack? Like, yeah, the challenge is pretty bad sometimes. But like I said before, if you do die, you have infinite tries in your first ascendancy. Or your second ascendancy. Okay. Enemies didn't spawn, but they started to hit me. They're still invisible, what the fuck? So this one is just clear this area, just kill all enemies. Room completed, that is new. Normally didn't show that.
This is just a warm-up.
Do you want no flasks? Nah, dude. I'm gonna take the beating heart. I feel like it's the easiest one to deal with. Unless your chaos is us, then the one I took was really good. Or chaos immune, sorry.
Try not to die.
So let's just stay alive for 1.5 minutes in this one. Accuracy. So these hearts will, like, it will be like a small string that attached to you. If you stay in it a little bit. Like that. If you break it, it just stuns you. And depending on your stun threshold, how long you'll be stunned. But you can also just alternatively stay in it, and then it does nothing. When it explodes, it also does no damage. But yeah, all it technically does is it hinders your movement a bit. Okay, room complete. I want to check out this belt. Ooh, strength, fire resist. Yeah, we'll use that. Seems good. Wait a minute. Ooh, it also has another charm slot. I don't have a charm on me.
Don't give up so early.
So rare monsters have additional modifier and 30% increase the rare monster spawn.
Natural selection breeds the mightiest.
If you have good damage, this one's probably the best one to take because you're here for loot anyway.
Pillage and retrieve.
And also, it doesn't make the boss stronger, so everything that doesn't make the boss stronger is just better. There's going to be 3 bosses you have to fight here, but that's only in the final ascendancy. This is the first one. Okay, so we have to find, like, stuff to put on our back to bring all the way here. But when you pick it up, it's going to do overtime damage. The longer you have it on you, the more damage it will do. So it has a incrementally increased damage over time. There it is. And also enemies will just spawn out of nowhere. Yeah. But yeah, just don't take too long. It does way too much damage. Let's find the third and last one. I ran the wrong way. And now this should be 4 out of 10. In this trial we only fight 1 boss. But for your 4th ascendancy, you can choose where you want to do it. But this one is a little bit easier in my opinion. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. Chaos is not easier than Sekomas. Okay, Sekomas is quite a bit easier. Reduce our resistances. I think that's the best option. Yeah. The skill speed is okay, but if you have the tornado boss fight, which you have 1 out of 3 chance to have, then you're just dead. Like, you can't outrun the tornado. Okay, so here's the boss fight, since this is the 4th one. We don't have the tornado.
You're a strange
Will you prove to be food or fate?
So depending on what boss you get here, I feel like out of all, this one is the better one to deal with. Because the other option is the boss we fought, that big dragon. He's just annoying. He's not strong. He's just like never there to kill. This one does nothing, literally. And the tornado one is extremely punishing. Cold resist, mana flask, reduced flask used. Nah. The belt we have is better. Okay, and once you're done, it's gonna look like this. Click on your rewards. All these items that drop here is corrupted. Always make sure that you pick up your soul core. They are extremely good. And some of them can go for quite a lot of money. Like in the very first league, the 2% attack speed was insanely expensive. This one just give you elemental resist or penetrate 15% elemental resistance on enemies. That's actually really good. Like really, really good. The cool thing is you can just check out them on the ground. Cold resist, armor, nah. Leech's life plus 1 melee, 15 strength. That can be worth selling. Allies in your presence can cold attack. They have 22% crit hit chance, regen life, and 12 int. Not that great. And then you just grab this thing right here.
Grow even stronger.
And now you could just put those ascendancy points in. So I'm going to go right here. Projectile speed and fire an additional projectile. Cool. And now that we're done here, our trial is complete. And all we got to do right now is run all the way down here.
is what the Val were capable of.
This is where the lever we pulled with the large soul core. And then we'll talk to Alva. And then she's gonna let us come this way, the drowned city. Inside here, there is one mandatory thing that you have to do once on your whole account. We'll do it anyway, just so that it's done.
Claimed the city.
But once you've done that, you don't have to do it again. On your old characters.
Monstrosity.
So the exit is normally in the top left, but it is zone higher. By the way, that bull drowns you, so if you're in it for like 3 seconds, you just die. It doesn't show damage, but you drown. Another level happened. More lightning damage. We're almost by the strongest electricity node in the game. So what it will do is it will hit your electricity ability twice per on an enemy, and it will take the highest value of it. But this all happens, you know, on hit. So it's like almost having a permanent crit, if that makes sense.
Crawlers!
So if I was not looking for this exit to the area that's mandatory, I would have ran the other way. I would have ran right there, because that's where the right way is. At that T-junction. But since we're looking for the alternative exit... we go this way. So it's not in a door. I mean, it is a door, but you'll know it. Because one of your people that's at the camp will stand in front of the door. Okay, so it's not here. I honestly hope it's top left, otherwise it's bottom right. And in that zone you want to be fast enough so that this zone that we're in right now does not reset. Zones reset every 8 minutes. So you want to finish that zone within 8 minutes. So if your damage is not good... Okay, we found the exit to the next zone. This is not where we want to be. I mean, I personally would run there because I've done this already on this account. So this makes me think that where we want to be is at the bottom right. Oh, it's Sapphire. All these dead ends, man. Okay. So this zone has no, like, boss. And if you've done this once in your account, this zone technically has... The only thing you're looking for here is the exit then. And we already found that.
Face me. No fear. Only...
So this passive... Oh, it's... No. It's one more. I guess every dead end there is might be that zone. But the only two places I found it so far was either top left or bottom right. So let's run bottom right. Another exalt, baby. These doors is you can go there if you want to get gold. By the way, you're picking up idols that you can just sell to one character, but it's worth like 700 gold. So if you're very low on gold, it's idea. But the best thing would just be to just level up. You'll find the gold on you know, harder enemies. They have higher chance of dropping more gold, so here we go. Found it. So if you want to sell those things, you can only sell it to Oswald, by the way, inside the main city. And like I said, we want to quickly go through the zone. 1, 2, quick, you know. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. So don't sit around and play around. You want to get to the end of the zone as soon as you can, so that it doesn't reset the zone we were just in. I mean, alternatively, we could have just, since we found the exit, we could have just grabbed that.
Another ancient contraption.
And then we have the waypoint. That might have been better. Is it that door? Yeah, it is.
Back to the dirt.
Feels like this is the equivalence of like spray and pray, dude. Do you hear the boss banging already? We have here weapon chest piece, that's tier 2. Must be good. 43 spirit, 19 dex, lightning resists. Reduce ignite on you. What's our cold resist? Yeah, the chest piece we have is better. Not by a lot, but it is. Dead end? No, not yet. Yeah, it is the dead end.
I shall overcome.
Okay, so over here we just go to the right. You can hear those banging noises becoming louder.
What is this fool doing?
Look at that deer, dude. Okay, so this boss, lava everywhere, so just getting fire boss.
Kiss of the ball. Melt your flesh.
No, thank you.
And also this boss is a DPS race.
Need more time.
Because this lava keeps filling the room. And the room is not infinite. Oh, and the lava insta-kills. Smack that bitch up. Wow, he does so much damage though. Oh my god, bro. Are you kidding me? Why are you not attacking the fucking guy? Why are you not attacking him, dude? There we go.
All this heat, and I barely broke a sweat.
So now you get the hammer here.
Would only slow me down.
I already have it. I don't know why I can pick it up again. It's kind of sus. Okay, I don't know if we can actually get up from here. Doesn't really matter. I think we're lower than 8 minutes. So we'll just TP back.
Be warned, their queen. I'll take it.
Uncomparable, right? Lightning damage, increased critical strike bonus.
Ah, it's idea.
Minions have elemental resist.
Augmentation rounds pierce. Flash grenades can blind.
Okay. So talk to Oswald, hand in that axe.
Keep anything you
Oops.
watch your step.
And then you have the salvage bench, which is pretty much mandatory for endgame. But you do it once in your account and you have it forever. Okay, hopefully we can TP back to where we were. The drowned city. Nice, the place didn't reset, so you can just grab the checkpoint. And we'll go to the next zone. The apex of filth. Now this area, they have 3 mushrooms that you can grab. It's a alternative quest, you don't have to do it.
How repulsive.
But it does give you baubles, which will increase your quality of your potion. So I would recommend doing it, but it's not mandatory. Because you can get these bauble currencies for just playing an endgame.
Prepare yourself.
And we have it. 30% chance for lightning damage with hits to be lucky. So they nerfed it. Because it was hits are always lucky. Now it's 30% chance to be lucky. So this is where you hand in the mushrooms.
Nor does she.
If you do want to pick up all 3. I think in our case we're not going to do it. Okay, so looks like the layout is down. Definitely not down. Can it be up? Okay. Nope. Okay, so it is down, but like all the way there. And there only. Let's just get this also. Okay, there we go. Found the checkpoint. I thought it is up. Has to be up to the right. This way. So there's the mushroom. Nah. There's 3 mushrooms. It's green, blue, and red. And for some reason they're different sizes also. Where I think blue is the smallest. Okay, that was easy.
My sons begged me to keep you as their new.
So don't be in the middle. When she spawns, she's gonna do like crazy damage there.
I think I should have the first taste.
Don't be in mushrooms, don't be in poison clouds, don't be in circles, and don't be in front of the boss. That's pretty much what it comes down to. This boss fight is fairly difficult. Because she's very, very flexible for a fat woman, you know what I'm saying? And she's dead. Okay, grab the baby doll.
This should grant
So again, this is not ascendancy we need, so we'll leave it. Accuracy, maximum health, leech physical attack damage as mana, 5 to 13 physical attack. Nope, we don't need that. At least not for our class. Okay, so we head back to base. Then we have the little idol. So we'll run all the way down here. Then we're gonna go through that door.
There we go.
Temple of Kopek. Okay, this zone is kind of tricky at first when I got here.
The light. It's immense.
The
Overwhelming.
there's like a sun in this zone. And the sun does more damage the closer you are to it.
Need more time. I can take you. This heat is
You
unbearable.
can see that's quite a lot of damage. You want to just stay in the shadows. And the exits we're looking for, this place is like a triangle. This place is a triangle. So the first one, you don't come out of one of the corners. So the first one could literally be in any 3 corner. Where the second area we come out of will be in one of the corners at least. Here we go. X is not here, so it's not bottom right. Again, you don't really want to fight here, you just want to move. Okay, we have a skill gem 11. We're gonna start getting our other abilities soon. Okay, we were just unlucky. Gonna be the final area we check. We had a 33% chance and we failed twice. All right. So now at least we are in one corner. Now normally what I found is if you're running in one direction and there's like a huge like brick. Let me show you. It has to be this way then. Okay, yeah, there. A huge breakpoint. Normally this is the right way. Now I know it's gonna seem very weird. But it is what it is. So normally that is the right way. So it wasn't top right. But unfortunately you can't just get there unless you have Blink, which you won't have at least until Act 3 Cruel, right? So you can't just blink over it. Okay, boss fight time. This boss is fairly easy. It used to be like somewhat difficult, but I think they made him like really easy now. He literally does nothing.
Can't kill what you can't catch.
They might have also fixed the...
Need more time.
They might also fix something that was like broken before. So when you see this, just keep moving. He's not gonna do that ability. Is he doing that? No. No, he's doing it. Okay, so they're like he's gonna do sometimes this, like if your damage is not enough, pretty much. All you have to do literally is just not get hit by it.
Will lose its mind.
The boss doesn't do anything, really. It's very easy. The next boss, however, that is a story
never ceases to amaze
and a half.
Hello. These runes.
Next boss is very tough.
I can make out symbols for blood and offering. Wait, no. It's not a blood offering, it's someone of vile blood. Perhaps if I... It worked! Now this is truly something! The apex! It's opening! Goodness me!
Okay, now we're gonna open a portal and go to the other side. You can pretty much think of it as like Last Epoch, where you go to a different timeline.
We're back in the encampment? I can't believe it. We were right on top of this device the entire time. Oh. It's some sort of gateway.
Hey?
Ooh, +2 to chaos.
If you hear a click, duck.
Fragmentation.
Okay.
Hit. Fragment. Bolt.
So rather just take the stuff we will use. We also use this.
Rounds explode if they hit a shocked enemy. You can reload manually by using this skill again. Shock burst rounds explode if they hit a shocked enemy. You can reload manually by
Let me just double check here. Yeah, shock burst rounds.
shock burst rounds explode if they
So I guess that's our single target damage. I think, I'm not sure. Only need to take skill gems 1. Let's see here. Okay, so it says here that I need to take elemental focus, primal ornament, but I think primal is a 3. It's a 2. Primal ornament's a 2. Elemental focus, it's a blue one. Can't take that. Elemental focus is a 3. Then concentrated effect. Grab this. Close combat. Close combat is green. It's a 2. Reach. It's a 2. And then magnified effect. It's a blue. Magnified effect. Concentrated effect, magnified effect. I thought I had it before.
Shocking.
Long shot, innervate. Why is it saying magnified effect on both? That's very annoying. But you can never do that, by the way. Oh. It's not magnified effect. It's a concentrated effect. Oh my goodness. Concentrated effect. Close combat. Close combat is a 2. And then we have deliberation. That's a 3. Okay, so we just don't have anything else to give it.
I can't do that here.
You can't reload your weapon here. Why do heck not, eh?
There they are. Hey! Oh, I was hoping to avoid conflict.
Let's try this.
Out of my way.
Machine gun, dude. Seems useless. So normally I just like to run up as much as I can and then we'll go right. Or bottom right. And then we'll go bottom right. Okay, over there. That's kind of sad. Until we hear singing. Or chanting, rather.
An easy trophy.
Oh yeah, we also want the heart here. Now that heart can be very hard to get, but you can also get it in the next zone. It doesn't have to be in this specific zone. But you have to get it here or the next zone we're going to. Here we go, here's chanting. This is where the boss is. Now this is most probably the second hardest boss in the game.
Halt! Your rampage ends here.
Don't worry. I can solve this.
When I say in the game, I mean the campaign, guys. Like, not in the game.
You activated the gate. Which one of you is a Val blood?
Why, that was me, of course. I am Alva Valai, treasure hunter extraordinary.
Take her! Bring her to Doriani. As for you, I will pay back every drop of Val blood you have spilled.
By the way, if you are using minions, there is a section where she's gonna kill literally all your minions.
You are nothing but a locust. You will fall before us.
Need more time.
I can't be back.
So this right here will kill all your minions. So you can dodge these.
I shall crush you.
Obviously just stay out of the circles. I should have talked about the ability there. I'm just gonna do it again.
Nothing but a locust. I will crush you, insect.
Not ready.
Obviously just dodge when she does that. Don't be against her, she really hurts and does poison damage. But yeah, there's a trick that you can do with your minions. You could just log out.
Nothing but a locust.
Nice. That was actually a lot easier. Because our damage is actually pretty good. So when you take when you do the roll thing, you just look to the sides of where which direction it's coming from. And then you can just roll into it. So the second entrance up, normally this is where the exit is. But since the Dawn of the Hunt, they actually changed it a bit. So now it could be literally anywhere. Just keep running up. There's a checkpoint, but it's for a door. So this is not the right place. So I assume this will also be wrong. Yeah. So the exit is not where it normally is.
Nowhere to run.
So how am I looking for the exit now? You see the floor? Looks like a road. Normally the road leads to the exit. It can also lead you completely in the wrong direction. So pretty much the way to think about this is you have a 50-50 chance to go to the right place. And it looks like we're in the right place. Nice. So this area we're going to right now, you also want to get the heart here. Or you can still try and get the heart here. We don't, like, there's not more than one heart, right? It's just one. And we're gonna sacrifice it for +2 skill points. These circles make them take more do more damage. So the only thing we have to do in this zone is, well, if you don't have the heart yet, you want to kill like all enemies here. But for us, we just want to find the sacrificial area. So we want to run as high as we can on this and then cross to fight the least amount of enemies. Because there's a lot here. And then once you enter, it's pretty much always to the bottom. You go up, it's a dead end. And then once you enter the bottom, you just want to stick against this wall at the top. So we stick to it and we just run. And then we're gonna find the place we can sacrifice the heart. And we found it already. That's juicy. So there's a rare we have to kill it. Well, we don't have to kill it, but you need to kill it. Because the sacrifice takes about 3 seconds. And this thing can kill you by then. Got another tier 2 helm. Increase light radius. So pick up the dagger. put the heart down and sacrifice it.
Just like gutting an animal, in a sense.
And there we go, +2 skill points. I'm curious. It's 1, 2, and then okay. So int, we'll just take int here, int here. We'll start going here because we want this. We have another uncut too.
Flash grenade.
So uncut 2, what did I say on this thing? It was primal ornament. Okay. And like I said, for now, like, we're not gonna cover Cruel as well. And if there's any changes, I will definitely make a video on that as well. Once I know what the changes are. So for now, all you have to do is just run pretty much to the left until you find this entrance here. Once you find the checkpoint, you just run up. And that's where the next zone is. And welcome to the final zone of Act 3. The Black Chambers. It's just one large area. And pretty much all you have to do is run the furthest down you can.
The arrogant man erects a statue in his own home. How vulgar.
The intruder is here? What of Nahuatzi? I see. No mercy then. Kill her on sight.
I've had worse welcomes.
You had worse outcomes. Okay then.
Need more time.
So you want to just run, like, in our case, since our thing was pointing top left, we just want to run top left as much as we can. Oh, nice.
Commune with the beast. Cease your assault.
Fine orb, baby. I wouldn't say this boss that we're gonna fight right now is easy, but it's definitely not difficult. If you are struggling with it, you might just be under-leveled or your resistances is maybe bad. But the boss really just does nothing, to be honest. Like, just as per usual, just stay behind him and you should be fine.
I take no pleasure in harming one of my
The adds to the boss is the real challenge in this area, in my opinion.
what I lost.
And the adds in this zone is what killed my hardcore character. These guys with the cannon. They do this little orb thing where they put like a electricity orb in front of them. Yeah, that thing hit me 7,000 damage. And it might have overkilled me also. I had 7,000 energy shield. And it just like one-tapped me. On hardcore, level 94. Had all 4 ascendancies, were really strong, and then I died to a white enemy. So we found the boss pretty fast. I died to a white enemy with the cannon.
At the eve of the end, the demon of Atzoatl has finally come for me.
Okay, so I'll just talk about the stuff that he does. So he throws out these grenades. They're gonna explode. Just don't be in that circle. Don't be in front of it. So you don't kill Doriani.
Flame. Give in. Let's see how you handle this. Survival requires brutal choices.
Okay, phase 1 is done. I like to just like trigger this. Oh, phase 1 is not done.
Pathetic.
There we go.
Give up. I must save my people.
So now he spawns his Big Daddy. Now this thing does a lot of physical damage. And it has like literally only one ability you have to look out for. You just dodge that. He always starts with that ability, that turn attack. If you stand behind him. Don't be in that circle.
What? How? Get up. Get up.
Okay, that hit me.
Ciri will soon begin her ascension.
This is the only ability you have to look out for. And just roll around him. On this difficulty you can roll through it, but like once you fight him in like higher difficulty, like during maps, yeah, that will one-shot you.
Destruction of Atzoatl will be repaid 1,000-fold. Nothing will stand in my way.
Be in that circle. Now when Doriani splits up, he's also just gonna do like a laser beam on you. Okay. The only ability that he can kill me with, he killed me.
Fatal ambition.
I was looking for the laser and I was like, I have to dodge that. My bad.
So, at the eve of the end, the demon of Atzoatl has finally come for me. This ends now.
In front.
Inevitable. A minor setback. Let's see how you handle this. The ends justify the means. Flame. The power of the Val.
God damn it, bro. Like, he does so much right now.
Ignition. I can't give up. I must save my people.
You can always try and give up.
Why we're here? It happened! It cannot be stopped!
No, I will succeed. The destruction at Atzoatl will be repaid 1,000-fold. Inconceivable. You will pay for this.
Fucking hell, I almost died to it again.
You think you can run? Full power. I plan for every contingency. Self-destruction. You didn't stand a chance.
Dude. Honestly, man. Just let me finish this guide. Like I'm trying to outplay him with my skills,
The eve of the
my abilities, but
the demon of
I keep looking at the top there whether he's shocked.
four.
Because like he needs to be shocked in order for us to do a lot of damage. The damage numbers looks really good when we do that. Okay, he's shocked.
Sacrifice is the only path to survival.
No longer shocked.
Best laid plans.
I can't give up. I must save my people.
You know why we're here! It happened! It cannot be stopped!
No, I will succeed.
Then you've abandoned.
There is no escape.
The destruction of Azzoatl will be repaid 1,000-fold.
One death is nothing for the unexpected,
But not critical.
Fucking hate this ability, dude.
full power. You think you can run? What? How? Get up! Get up!
I will burn you alive.
Self-destruction!
So over here, just run against the ledge. And then you could just run.
Yet
Wait.
I will crush you. There is no escape.
Not yet!
You think you can stop? No,
Goodness.
not now.
Should have not died once to this boss, but
This happened.
those lasers is just insane.
All that I sacrificed.
Your people cannot be saved. History is already written. You can stay here and die, or come with us and help save the future.
The legacy of the Val must be protected. I do not know the way to contain the beast.
Best you start talking then. My friend here
Stay
isn't
alive.
exactly the
Stay
peacemaking
alive.
type.
Alright. Talk to Doriani.
I will
It's
come.
set.
And then we're done.
Got no pack space for that.
Good. Get into the portal. Alright, so that is Act 3. Now, if you do Act 3 Cruel, you'll actually go and talk to Doriani here. An event will happen. So I assume that's how you're going to start Act 4. But for now, to go to Act 1 Cruel, all you have to do is go through the gateway. And you'll be back in Act 1. To do it all over again. So I'm going to just talk a little bit about Cruel. So there's a few things you don't have to do. So in the very start of Act 1, well, in Act 1 we went to Freythorn to get Spirit there. You can't do that in Cruel. Everything else is still the same. Except the places where I said you have to do it once on an account. So in Act 1 it's also close to the Executioner boss. That area, you don't have to do that anymore. Other than that, it's just those two things, right? You can still get the 10% increased frost resist on Act 1. You can still get the loot and also the +2 permanent skill points from the bird with the bow. In Act 2 Cruel, it's pretty much the same things again. Like, you just don't have to do the once per account thing. But in Act 2 Cruel, I don't think there is anything that I can remember that is like only for normal and not for Cruel. So it's pretty much the same as before. So Act 2 is like pretty much 100% the same. And Act 3 it's all except the lava boss. You don't have to do the lava boss, but everything else is still exactly the same. You can still get the venom to get a different buff. Most probably will take like 5% increase all attributes. You can yeah, it's pretty much everything that we did before except the lava boss. And then you have everything under control. But yeah, that is pretty much it. That is going to be the guide on how to do the first 3 acts. Once Act 4, 5, and 6 come out, I will cover it in depth like this as well. Where we have to go, what we have to do to unlock everything. And hopefully you guys do enjoy this. The reason why we do this is so that once you have your character ready to go, you don't want to come back. You don't want to like go back to like Act 1 because you missed skill points. That's the main thing about this whole series. So if you did find this useful, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, share it to a friend that also struggles in the campaign. I know it's long videos, but it's literally taking you from the beginning all the way until eventually Act 6. This guide will go through eventually, so thanks for being here, guys. If you did enjoy, I'll catch you in the next video. Love you guys, take care, and as always, remember to twist some nibs. Bye bye.